wi maduong' kotho e dala ka. Kendo nalemo nyithi Joyce modongi. Koro dongi. Kendo Walter maora nosiepna kendo nwago mbekni mang'eny. Mantie gik mang'eny manong'isa. Mabenda wuoro ni kara gima ng'ama duong' neno kata nyathi oyidho yath tok ne. Nitie gik manowacho ka kode. Lakini kakoro ne obuyo lokre dhano to naneno kobuyo replace Walter fully. Machiegni no replace makato kadho nikech mane kako ndiko timrega. Makana nyamini osebedo ka tuo ahinya kikele osiptal Kisumu adhi anene. To kana ayudo no buyo keto ng'ama riembe gi mito kikele to duogo ninde ode nikech joma dongo e osiptal go be medo gi ng'ama tuo. To nago ni Nyasaye erokamano. To koro muma bende wacho ni gimoro amora wagone erokamano ta winjo ka pekna. To nikech Nyasaye en Nyasaye koro ang' nawach mani erokamano mondo abed at peace gi pastors. Amen. To koro kata lit ton jo nindo ka kendo jabiro kata nindo. Nikech nyaminwa ka koro nanene mama notho 2014. Mama nodhi tedo ka thin ma nyithinde mokwongo gi moko ne chal mambesene. Koro to chalo ga wasinyo lando kakare. Kendo awinjo kamedo mana neno lit. To onge wach. There is a time for everything. Whether it is done by the evil or not. But it's a time that has come. And we have to set Edwin free. Kendo ang'e ni kaka timre pinye kaka timre polo. En gi chuny maber. Kendo norwako ng'ata. Omiyo I'm sure that he has a place in the eye of the Lord. So we just say that Edwin rests in peace. And may God bless your family. And I know there will be another Edwin from the family very soon to replace Edwin. And life will continue. Because we will never live forever. We are all going to alight at some stage, as my brother has said. Because this is a public transport. Thank you. And may God bless you.
Erokamano, koro wadwa luongo in-laws mag Edwin. One in-laws from Bungoma, kindly come. Kaito wadhi bedo gi in-laws from Karungu, kaito watieko gi family. In-laws from Bungoma, if you are around. We are kindly asking the mourners to take maybe 1 minute times 2.
Okay. Kanisa yetu andalisi, familia yote mbili, ofisi ya TPP na wageni wote na wasalimia mjambo. Hawa ni wale watu wametoka Bungoma, ile area inaitwa Okello. Ile kitu sisi tulikuwa tunashangaa bwana MC, ile njia hujawahi tembea, unatembeanga ukiangalia chini. Sasa sisi tulikuwa tunaangalia tu tungoje utuite sababu Kijaluo sisi hatusikii. Maria, asante. Asante kwa kufanya sisi tukuje tufike Migori. Bwana yako ameenda na nimeona mashemeji yako pale wako wengi, si ndio? Angalia ndani moja, tuendelee kuishi pande hii. Alafu wana matanga mjambo. Wajaluo na Waluya sisi huwa tunawaona, si ndivyo? Maria, kila Disemba kija nyumbani, chukua Wajaluo wawili, ulete huko tuchukue, si ndio? Alafu kitoka pande ile tena uchukue Waluya wawili, ulete pande hii, isikue peke yako. Inaweza kuwa ngumu labda sisi kuja kututembelea sababu safari ni ya mbali. Tulianza safari saa 3, tumefika hapa saa 3, hata watu walikuwa ngali wanalala. Asante. Majina anaitwa Luvonga. Akiwa hapa Migori anaitwa Luvonga. Akienda pale Suna kwa soko Winyo anaitwa fundi wa stima. Akienda pale Kehanja fundi wa stima. Akirudi pande hii sasa hapa ni nyumbani. Asanteni.
waombolezaji wote wa matanga ya siku ya leo na msalimu ya mchambo. Amchambo tena. Mimi ndio baba ya kuzaa msichana. Kwa jina naitwa Simiyu Wangere.
Sisi kama watu ambao tumetoka mbali, tulianza safari vile umeelezewa, na tumechukua muda mrefu sana hapa. Tunataka tuondoke, na hao wote ambao wako hapa tunataka tuwapatie nafasi, kila mmoja aseme jina lake na sisi wote tuondoke. Pengine baba yake mmoja ama wawili tutaendelea kusema, na tutakuwa na mchombo wake mmoja ambaye ataongea pia.
Naitwa Anton Cheloti. Asante.
Opupu John, mbarikiwe sana.
Mimi naitwa Dominic Chikani Wangele, brother ya Mary, na tangu nikae hapo sijasikia chochote. Kwa sababu mlikuwa mnaongea Kichaluo, mimi sielewi.
Bwana asifiwe. Ni Ayupu Wangele Wanyonyi, mbarikiwe sana.
Bwana asifiwe. Kazi ni wa Mary kutoka Bungoma County, kwa majina Titus Mse.
Asifiwe Yesu. Asifiwe sana. Mimi kwa majina yangu naitwa David Mlongo. Kweli jana mchana na usiku nimetembea kutoka Mombasa kwa sababu ya upendo wa Mary na upendo wa shemeji wangu huyu. Nilimjua tukiwa nyumbani. Mimi ningependa tu kusema tata yangu na mwenzako na watoto wa shemeji pole. Hata wasasi pole. Hata judiciary pole.
Sogeni jamani.
Bwana asifiwe. Kwa majina naitwa Boniface Mkanda Wangele. Mimi ni kitinda mimba ya kina Maria. Barikiwe.
Antro Bomba. Majina ni ya Kastin Wetundu. Maria ni ananiita mchomba.
Majina naitwa Festo Chikani Wangele. Maria ananifuata mara karibu 5.
Naitwa Violet Simiyu, mshiriki wa Maria nyumbani pamoja na Hawa. Huyu ni sajini wetu, huyu ni homiliki wetu, na huyu ni mshiriki wa mtaa. Watasema tu majina. Kama kanisa tumepoteza na tunasema pole.
Bwana asifiwe. Kwa hivyo mimi ni mchungaji wa Salvation Army kutoka kule Bungoma, Tongoreni, Bungoma district, Tongoreni division. Nasema pole, wamefanya tumefika upande huu na tumeona huku watu wameshikana sana. Sasa sisi pia tunafuata mtindo huo. Naona Wajaluo na Waluya tunakosania tu kwa lugha, lakini tabia yao na yetu ni sawa tu. Bwana asifiwe. Tuendelee kuwa hivyo ili tushikane, kazi ya Mungu ifanye nini? Amen.
Bwana asifiwe. Mimi kwa majina Okisai Euko Pamela. Mary ni Mkristo wetu huko nyumbani. Mimi ni sajini wa mtaa, na mbarikiwe.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Kwa hivyo mimi kwa majina ni Rebeka Winjawe Pulu. Nikiwa ni mimi ndio niliyelea Mary akiwa mtoto mdogo, na mkabarikiwe sana.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Kwa majina ni Miriam Chepkwesi. Mimi nilikaa na mama Maria Nairobi. Mkaweza kubarikiwa.
Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Kwa majina naitwa Cherita Wangere. Maria ni mtoto shangazi yangu.
Amjambo wapendwa wa bwana yangu, salamu salamu salamu. Salamu salamu za bwana yangu. Pepeni
salamu
mikono
mingi.
juu. Mimi ni shosho wa Mary. Mama Mary ndiyo mtoto mkubwa kwa tumbo yangu. Lakini Mary ndakaluka mulwefu. Sikira mwezi murobo yolwenyu sukuwulire ta. Ndakaluka mulwefu. Mary kwa isuma ngesi. Bakulekire manani. Omanye abakoko kukusibwangwa. Wamwene moka. Nge wasoma. Wenyire akulonde malesini ninisini nisyo msaje wona molfu wike ingo. Wenyire akulonde usikana nendo lusya musibuno. Beje bakukhalake bakuweresye khawike kandi manani. Ulire. Omesikia? Bas. Nikusungire ndio. Esya nisya koko Mary barikerte wetundu.
Hallelujah.
Kwa majina naitwa Alfred Barasa Wetundu kutoka Kakamega County, Matete Sub County. Nikiwa mjomba wa Maria. Nachukua nafasi hii kusema pole Maria, watoto wako, mwenzako kupoteza kijana yangu. Marehemu miaka 2-3 iliyopita tulikuwa na yeye huko Bungoma. Nilimuona kama kijana mwenda pole, kijana wa haki, wa vitendo, lakini yake imekwisha. Ukoo wa Edwin ambao wamekuwa hapa, kijana yangu nimekuona. Maria is a disciplined lady and a principled. Naomba jamii hii ya Bwana Okello mpeleke pole pole. Pili, Maria, mimi ni mjomba wako. From the time you married your husband, some bad events have been taking place. As your uncle, I'm now getting worried. Lakini imetendeka. What I have to say is, you move closer to God from this minute. May God bless you all.
Basi wana matanga wote, viongozi wa upande huu na wageni wote ambao wametoka mbali, nasema amjambo. Amjambo tena. Nitasema tu wasichana wangu ambao wamewachwa pole. Mtakuwa mahali wawili, mwingine ataenda, mwingine atapaki. Na mna hiyo mnasomanga vitabu. Kwa hivyo mmoja alienda, nyinyi mmepaki na sisi. Sio makeni, mchipe moyo. Mimi kwa majina naitwa Samueli Wanyonyi Wang'ele. Mimi ndio papa ya huyo msichana mtoko wa mwisho. Sana.
Wana matanga wote, amchambo. Amchambo tena. Mimi kwa majina ni Alfred Wang'ele, ambaye ni papa wa Maria, na ninataka kusema Maria, hii ndume meenda. Huyu kijana tulionana naye tukisika mama ya Maria, shemeji yetu. Tulikuwa naye huko Bungoma County. Na alikuwa kijana mzuri sana. Kifo ni kibaya. Nataka kuambia Maria na ndugu yako mwenye mmewacha naye, ile kitu nitamuomba tu mlinde au vijana au watoto wa mwenda sake, mchunga hao watoto sana na mpendane. Sisi tumetoka Bungoma County. Sisi MP wetu ni Dr. Eseri Simiyu, Tongareni constituency. Tumetoka mbali sana. Lakini kumbe msichana anaweza peleka nyinyi hata paka Tanzania mfike. Ona mahali Maria alitoka paka kuingia pande hapa. Unaona hii ni maajabu sana. Lakini tumepoteza kijana yetu. Huyu kijana. Na Mungu amuweke mahali pazuri sana, mahali anawekanga watakatifu wake. Na mbarikiwe.
Basi nilikuwa nimemsalamia mara ya kwanza na nataka kuchukua nafasi tena niseme neno. Hapa tumesikia mama wa kijana wetu mkwe pato yuko. Mama pole. Mama pole. Wale watoto ambao wamewacha wawili kama wajane, nataka kusema Maria na mwenzako pole. Wale watoto ambao ni watoto wa mwenda zake, nasema pole. Sisi tumetoka mbali, lakini tunasema hivi, kifo kiko, hata kwetu watu wanakufa, na hata wewe utaenda. Vile sisi tuko hapa hivi, sasa tumekuwa, mtoto wetu amekuwa na upweke, na ataendelea kuwa na upweke, mpaka wakati tutakapoona mwingine akiingia katika hiyo nyumba. Yule mwingine ambaye ataingia katika ile nyumba, tunasema hivi, asije akajificha ficha, na wewe mtoto wetu usije ukatuficha ficha, umekuwa mzima na uje peupe, sisi tukuone. Tuone yule mtu na tumwambie mtoto ikiwa amekukaribisha ingia. Maria omusiri wakhalaka yana mahuwa basiro sana. Denyangu kalukina mondi okhechukana wakarukata. Mayi wakhalaka yana mahuwa malai sana koko uo. Mana mahuwa ako manyori kala khuyetewe okhurula bulano mpaka indale indi. Okhechukana wakarukatawe. Fukhurulirale nabusa khuichile sikila obulayi bubwo nendo obulayi bwo musolili uno. Huyu kijana wakati alikuja nyumba vile wamesema hapo awali, huyu kijana alikuwa kijana maridadi. Alitupenda tukampenda na tukasema mtoto amechakua kweli. Lakini Mungu naye leo naye akamchakua, akatuacha sisi tukionekana upweke. Maria ne Nyasaye nasima no chiende yingo mana abantu bahupireho pole balunga ritamai kala. Bamayi babasikaleyo, bapapa babasikaleyo, bawanda basikaleyo, banende pole yeneyi muchingana kani chabo. Sibali mu mahono tawe, lakini banende pole yeneyi muchingana kani chabo. Nyinga ino tukheyo nokube nawe nakukulole nibeche bahupireho pole yabo. Ndenya khulomande. Wala ambao mmesimamia mkutano, tunataka kusema kwetu wakati wageni wako tunazungumza Kiswahili. Lakini hapa wageni tuko, lakini Kiswahili hakuna. Sisi tumetembea kutoka mbali sana. Wala ambao walitoka Nairobi, sisi mwendo wetu ni mrefu kushinda wala ambao walitoka Nairobi. Pengine yule ambao alisema alitoka Mombasa ndiye alikuwa na mwendo mrefu kushinda sisi. Lakini yale ambayo tumeona hapa ni mengine tofauti na kwetu. Mimi naitwa Nelson Chesoli nikiwa baba ya Mary. Asanteni.
Hello. Noblai. Kwa wale hawaelewi Kifaransa, amesema mingi sana. Eruru kamano, asanteni sana. Now we are inviting our in-laws from Karungu. Our in-laws from Karungu. I know there are very many. In the interest of time, would advise many things, but let's see.
The family, Mama, my sister Vivian, my nephew Eugene, my niece Candy, Mary, family, friends, relatives, and well wishers. I greet you all. Salam alaikum. Peace be with you. We are here to mourn Edwin Okello. First of all, on my behalf, on behalf of the Karungu people and on behalf of the family, tunasema pole sana. It's a sad moment. It's a sad feeling losing a man, a father, a husband, a breadwinner, a son. Take heart. It is the will of God. You cannot do anything about it. Accept. Pole sana. Second, we eulogize him. Edwin is a man who came to Karungu to collect our daughter Vivian as a wife. His mode of coming, he came on a day that we were not prepared to receive him. My father Broderick told him, Omera tingig mikelo gidhe godo ibiduong chieng moro kiikori maber. Indeed, Edwin was a gentleman. He went, prepared himself well, came back properly. He brought what he brought. We welcomed him, gave him our daughter, and we acknowledged him as our brother-in-law. My father said, you are our son-in-law. Today we lay him to rest. As he goes to sleep, our daughter remains here. We are hoping members of this family will not let our daughter stay in cold. I've seen them. I'm confident they will take good care of our people. Nejo mose winjo kadhum. Mano dhongere ne joma wendo amokong'eyo. An machunka achung' e lo jo Karungu. To joma wuok Karungu jokorgi jaod marehemu Vivian wang'eny. Wabiro ka wan ji mokalo ji 100 to sa osedhi mang'eny. Omiyo ok tiang' waluongi gite, tiang' waketh seche mang'eny. Dong kamano. Koro kuyiena adwa mani gichung' gibigiried ka unegi awuo kasto wuon Vivian owuo to wabed piny. Mano winjore. Ero uru kamano. Jo Karungu kuyie biye uru. Sama jo Karungu biro, jo Karungu gi osiepewa gi wendewa mowuotho godo, gi dhongere na wacho ni mokwongo ne wago mos ne family kuom wito Edwin. En gima liet kabisa, lakini wacho ni kauru chuny, en dwach Nyasaye ok dwa pingi. Mar ariyo, watimo nende Edwin kaka ng'ama nobiro Karungu, nobiro nyombo. Mokwongo nobiro to apani nokolando maber. Nwanyise ni odogi oduok chieng' mamo. Udhi we nyathi wakoyo cham. Koro, wakwayo ni urite maber. Kodhi maber, wati loso. Kodhi mbele, kata mana wan be jo Karungu wanyating' achiel moro wadhi godo donge. Kodhi maber, wayude ng'ato, wachak Edwin kendo donge. Koro joma wuotho godo ka, wan gi Wayne Vivian. Wayne Vivian, ging'eny, uboneno gi. Wan gi uncles mag Vivian. On behalf of uncles mag Vivian, adwa mani ng'at achiel obi ochung' mbele ka ofwanu, okobi wuoyo, ofwayo ni ofwayo unene, ochung' e logi, iluongo ni Uncle Samuel Odiembo. Uncle Samuel Odiembo is the CEO, Tyson's International, East Africa. The managing director, Tyson's, ofwayo nu. Donge mana kamano, machuok to dok kendo. Wan gi owete gi nyimine. To Edwin kaka ung'eyo ng'ama nosomo chike, wakinde joma tijgi tek. Wakili en ng'ama ibet godo to ugo mbak lo, to ugo mbak ot mane lo. Wakili bonyisi ni quink quit plate chua solo solo sedet. Dhumna uru? Uwinjo kanyo. ni lo en gima nie wiye to gi gimogere wiye. Ok inyal wacho ni mano opogre gi lo. Uwinjo kanyo? Yenauru e lo nyimine gi owete Vivian. Aluongu akili achiel kende. Omosu 30 seconds. Mondo aluongu ono otiek loni. Antoinette, please come speak on behalf of brothers and sisters.
Amoso uni onkweuru. Anilonga ni Antoinette Ogange. I am an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. Edwin was a professional colleague. He was also a member of Okello Welfare Association. We come here to mourn him today. But above all, he was our brother-in-law. And to our sister Vivian, pole sana. Psalms 147 verse 3, it says, he heals the brokenhearted and binds their wounds. God is with you. We are here to stand with you and will continue standing with you. Thank you.
Erokamano. Antoinette speaks on behalf of brothers and sisters of Vivian. Brothers and sisters of Vivian, wang'eny. Wachak gi nyaminwa Milly. Please wave. Maluwe. Wan gi Felix Agwenge. Felix Agwenge noyudo wach moro nomako no konyalo biro lakini minode ntiere. Mrs. Felix. Maluwe en Vivian Akinyi owuon. Bang Vivian wan gi Donville Smith. Erokamano. Bang Donville Smith wan gi Mercy. Mercy ni kacha. Kotieko Mercy wan gi Lorin. Eye kanyo bende wan gi ng'eni joluo wacho ni nyathi owad gi baba umano nyathi udonge. Wan gi Faruk Ogange. Iluongo ni Ras. Ras kamosi to nyusi ni one love. Wuotho gi joge. Wan gi Antoinette Momosouka. An bende antiere ka. Ayawan nakwayo jodala wakano miya gimoro to neginyisa ni 2017 ok wanyal. Lakini 2022 kibiro to wanyalo miya. Upani jogo nyamiya. Koso gidhi tuona. Mano bathe. Kanyo watieko kar nyimine Vivian. Wan gi wadonjo malo. Aunties wan gi Auntie Akeyo Milka. Echa ochung' kacha. Wan gi Auntie Mama Donna. Ochung' kacha. Aunties mamoko. Ung'eny. Yawa gi ng'eny. Ok tiang' waluong gi te. Aunties fwauru mondo warit sa. Urwako gi jo ngege. Wadonje uncles. Uncle Sam no wuoye logi. Kwa biro kar wuone. Vivian nigi wuone adek. Wuon gi matin tiyo gi United Nations, World Health Organization, Expanded Program on Immunization. Gine makoro sani weche COVID gi. Gine magilose. Iluonge ni Dr. John Ogange. Ne en ka to weche mag tich oluonge. Wuon gi maluwe kadhi malo. Iluongo ni Elfas Ochieng Ogange. Elfas is an educationist. Osepuonje skunde madongo dongo kale nana gini. Sani ose retire. Elfas fuaneji. Finally katieko. Akwayo jokarungu gi jowuoth ni awa. Ung'eny. Da luongo ute to sarach kata ununeno yawa. Wawe jogi oik chon. Yena uru. Aluongu wuonwa. Wuonwa Broderick Odhiambo Ogange. Ma wuon Vivian.
Also uduto, but maybe because of the intermixed group, I would try and speak some broken Kiingereza so that at least our message gets home. Thereafter, maybe I might just say a word or two to the family being left behind here. Now I'd like to draw your attention to a comment which appeared in the program here, and that is when my in-law came, we decided to tell him to get back home. It was not intentional. We just wanted to ensure that at least the protocol was followed to the hilt. So we told him, we have no problem with you. come at the appropriate time, we will help you. He came. I thought he would give up because after we had given him that kind of answer. And then when he came, we didn't have a lot of problems with him, actually. Dowry was a non-issue in our case. Ours was to make sure that at least when he was in company of our daughter, he had to treat the daughter humanely, kindly, lovingly, and with a lot of consideration. Our word to him was, please, that is a family of yours. We would like you to solve your problems whenever they come. Incidentally, my brother-in-law, my son-in-law never had problems with our daughter, Vivian. They never came to explain a problem if there was any. And I think that was good in terms of their activities. So I wasn't an autocrat. I wasn't bullying our son-in-law. It was just telling him this is the right thing. Now I'd like to draw your attention to the following. Number one, when people come for funerals, they tend to talk a lot about the dead. The dead. After we shall have buried our son-in-law, let's say 3 hours from here, nobody will talk about death. So what is important are the people left behind. It is that our son-in-law has left behind, of course, our daughter, Vivian, and only 2 children. But he has left behind 2 spouses, Vivian and Mary. I don't need to go into the details. That is what we have. That is the information we go by. Ours, Vivian, is to counsel you that the problem is not yours. The problem will be your mother-in-law. After the whole funeral is over, and you people will have gone to Nairobi, very few of you ever come back here to see your mother-in-law. My request to you, and probably to Mary, is you'll have to find time and come and stay with your mother-in-law. If you don't, you will find that she wouldn't live longer. That is my request. Please take it. I know that Vivian and my son-in-law, Edwin, they had a stable life. It was a stable family. They had no squabbles. It was calm. And there was a lot of wisdom and measured conclusions. I think from what you have seen here, Vivian didn't just come from a non-entity. She comes from fairly uninformed and an established family. We'd like you to note that. Again, I'd like to say that now that the children are left behind, Mary, whether the children are yours or not doesn't matter. They are Edwin's children, and you are part of Edwin's family. So it goes without saying that you have to sing the song, give a piece of advice. Vivian will also give a lot of advice. Incidentally, she is very wise. If you only took time to listen to her. So those two children, I would be very happy if you made sure that at least this home remains stable, and your husband who is going to go down is remembered wherever you are. Now, what is important is whatever belongs to you, Mary, that is yours. Whatever belongs to Vivian, that is hers. But this is according to the dictates of the law. So if you live peacefully and in a harmonious manner, it makes a lot of sense. Now, I feel very hurt, particularly realizing that Eugene was supposed to be taking an examination. Actually, we've been talking with Eugene very closely. Even when he came for the burial, I talked to him and I said, do you remember what we said? Yes, I do. Please make sure that you fulfill. Let these young people ensure that at least their father loved them and their mothers loved them. Finally, I'd like to say a big thank you to the Department of the DPP. They have been very, very helpful. I'm sure if my son-in-law was just a non-entity here, maybe a drunkard here, nobody would have cared, nobody would have worried about him, but probably we look at him from a different perspective. So let us respect one another. You are two. Your in-laws are here. You know, you will promise heaven on earth, particularly the relatives, but it is you too. Respect must be maintained at all cost. I'm not a religious man, but hawa watu wa Kristo wanasema there was a certain lady by the name Ruth. The mother-in-law told her, hey, you don't have to go with me. Please go back and get married somewhere. Her answer was, your God will be my God. Wherever you go, I will also go. I put it the other way in the reverse, on the converse. Your mother-in-law is here. Take care of her. If you don't, you don't have to blame yourself. It means coming here regularly. Regularly means regularly, at least 3 times in a year. Make her happy, and we will also be happy. If you don't, we'll feel very sorry for you. But note, I think from now you realize that Vivian does not come from just a family. She comes from a special family, and we value her. So thank you very much, except for Mama, Nyawana, Akwaini Jogi, Gibiro kagilimi, kagi wuok kati penjite magito kori wuok idhini, iduogo karango. Ka okomi answer makare, ingeni someone is going somewhere, including my own daughter. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot Okwan Kende. There was Sisters Magmidvin Vivian, Gintieka, Gejaode, Sangina, Daniel Odiambo. Then there is Karen and Zilpha. Of course, there are many others, but thank you very much.
Kotieko, please pass by, say hi to Vivian. Just goneuru mos, kaluruka, umose, eka wadua bedi. Ya wajongege watieko kaka jokarungu. Edwin kanobiro nomiye nyako, oweyo nyako. Gima timre en ni samoro anya duogo dala ka e yore mopogore opogore. Aja siasa. Chieng' moro anya biro manyiso ni amiya uru gimoro. Anyalo biro wabedo wawacho ariyo adek moko, to kopogre gi mano, aneno ka welo ler, aneno ka jodala ka ber, samoro anya kelo dhok. Uboro wakowa. Ero uru kamano.
Oh, ero uru kamano kaochwa makarungu. Jo Bungoma North, gari yenyu inatoka tafadhali. Tafadhali mwende huko. Our in-laws from Karungu, what do I say? Wise counsel from the good old man. I don't have to add anything to that. Of course, in the entourage, kuna Patrova amesha kudiwa, my schoolmate. Mosiji kanyo mera. Hero. What the family kindly omea daka pradek kaeni. Joma biro koro dakika seconds pradek. Wachak gi cousins, brothers gi sisters, ubikain machiegni pio pio. Kayat wadir minawiti, then the widows. Nyithindo, then the widows. Cousins kuonge, mano wasekalo. Gintiere koso. Koth bedudo. Are they there? I have brothers and sisters. Apparently the cousins are not ready. Or probably there are no plans of coming to say something. Brothers and sisters. Chief. In the interest of time, kindly tafadhali awitia neni. Caleb was here. Brothers and sisters. Na tukiruka mtasema nini? Brothers and sisters, tafadhali, tafadhali. Whoa. Brolins, Caleb, Esther was here. I think we have here Nyasewe. Maybe she'll talk on behalf of the sisters.
Newelo, osiepe, kaachiel gi wede, mochopo mar konyo ako mero odiochieng' ma kawuono. Amoso uduto nokweuru. An awiti, an chok gi Edwin. Mane nying mong'ere. Amadho gi te. Kati amana gi Migori to kipenyo ni dhi Kaminawiti. Tichopi achopa Kaminawiti. Ase yuago Edwin. Nyaka nyocha Edwin to. Akwer ni okachaka yuagi. Okachaka yuag Edwin gi gimomiyo. Edwin onindo mokwe. Edwin was our hero. Edwin nwanyalo ringo ire sa asaya. Edwin kigone simu seche mang'eni Edwin nie tich to kowuok awuoka ni tap. To penja ni little sis en nang'o. An nyocho kaluonge ni Edwin. Kine aluonge ni Edwin to nitie gimoro mane wawacho. Nye en little brother. Omiyo ng'ato nyopenja ni tang'o mi aluonge ni little brother kanye wan gi Nairobi. Ta ne chogo. Nyise ni Edwin ne chokwa kuom yawuoyi. Minwa nonyuolo yawuoyi adek kende. dik nyathiwa nosedhi. Oyuke gi Edwin ema nodong' to Edwin be koro wewa. Ok abi timo nende Edwin mang'eny. Ago erokamano ne ngima mwabedo godo gi Edwin. Ok nang'eyo ni nyalo timore kama. Omera nyocha otegno kata chieng' mane watere osiptal. Kanyocha wuoyo kode to mae gima notimona. Kapenje ni bro unasikiaje? Bro uko sawa? Bro nikupatie maji? Mane kaka Edwin nyocha wuoyo koda. To kawuok to timona niya. Sis tutaonana kesho. Nikech namondo gokinyi to wawilore gi jaode kochopo godhiambo. Ok nang'e ni Edwin dhi wewa. Tagone Nyasaye erokamano ni nomiyowa nyathiwa kaka Edwin. Owewa ndiyo kendo we mama. To mama kwayo ni Nyasachi mosemaki higni go te omed maki. Wang'e ni wan to wanyiri wabro wuok kendo wabro weyi ka. To ng'uono gi kwe mar Kristo omed bedo kodi merwa. Obro tayi, obro telo ni dongi mondi yawuoti gibro bedo kodi. Nyasaye ma jarit marito mond liete mosebedo koriti nyaka baba ne tho. Bro rito gi gin be ubro konyoru kanyachiel to wabro tegore kanyachiel wambe wan kodi. Erokamano.
To the church, to all the visitors and everybody who has come to bereaved us, I greet you in the name of the Lord. God is good all the times. Mungu yu mwema kila wakati. Ndio maana tuko hapa mbele yake siku hii ya leo. Mimi ndiye ninamfuata Edwin Okello. I'm the follower of Edwin Okello. I used to admire my brother as his follower. Umejua ukifuata mtu unataka ufuate nyayo zake. We grew up as children. He used to baby me as my elder brother. So tumehuzunika sana, though we know in everything we give thanks to God. As his follower, he taught me so many things. We were with him everywhere. When Dad was getting transferred to various places, tulikuwa na yeye. I'm touched. But what I'm praying to my God, mama amebaki vibaya. Vile mulisikia, mi nimeoleka karibu. Our in-laws kutoka Kadika, that is where I'm married. The in-laws from Kadika, ebu, simameni tusalimie. In-laws from Kadika. Huyu ambaye kuongea hapa vizuri sana, alisema tu kifo imesha uwa. That is my husband. So I'm the assistant chief of this area. Mimi ni msichana ambaye analinda watu wa kwao penye nilizaliwa na watu wa penye nimeoleka. So I'm 1 in 2. So please, as an administrator, to Mary and Vivian, kila kitu chenye mtataka kutoka kwa serikali, as a local leader, I'll help you. Another issue is that nilikuwa na colleagues wangu na walikuwa wakiona kama saa inaenda mbio. So they've left, though they've not left, wako hapa kwangu. This is my home. I'm proud to say that I'm married there. So msichana mzuri anaoleka karibu, si ndio? Sina hata transport. Nikichunwa kidogo niko kwa mama. So we thank everybody who came. Thank you so much. Tulikuwa na huzuni sana, but being we saw you, vile mmependa Edwin mkafika, ili you condole with us. Colleagues wa Edwin, thank you so much for coming. Everybody who has come, plus the sub-location as a whole, and the location, my chief was around here, and he's also gone there. Poleni sana, pia sisi tunasema pole to ourselves. We've lost our hero. Edwin was somebody whom we could not compare him with any other person hapa nyumbani. Umejua sasa vile niko hapo karibu. Anytime when he was coming, mama angeniambia Edwin is around. Ninakuja ninamsalimia. So I don't know who will come. Ambaye mama ataniita. We only have a brother who is left, who is Caleb Okello. Pray for us, please. Please pray for this family. Pray for mama. Mama, pray for our mother. Thank you so much. I'm Selin Okello. Thank you, the assistant chief of this area.
Asante.
Na wasalimu nyote, habari ya jioni. Mimi ndio namfuata yule dada ambaye ameondoka. Edwin alikuwa ndugu yangu. Ila nawashukuru wote mliofika hapa kusaidia kuomboleza. Tumempoteza mpenzi wetu, lakini mambo ya Mungu hayana ubaya. Alichokipanga sisi hapa tuwezi kubadilisha. Ila nawasihi wote mtusaidie kwenye maombi, kwa sababu tumehuzunika sana kwa kumpoteza ndugu wetu mpendwa, na mama amedhoofika sana sababu ya hii msiba. Sasa hatuna mengi ya kusema, ila tunahitaji maombi sana kwenye familia yetu, na Mungu awabariki wote mliofika hapa. Hata kwenye maombolezo tukae na amani, na sina mengi ya kusema, na washukuru wote.
Good afternoon to all those people who have come to help us mourn our brother. Before I can talk, I would like to introduce my sister, Pamela Akinyi Okello. She's married somewhere in Alego, Ulanda. Unfortunately for today, we've changed roles. While we were in Nairobi, I couldn't talk completely. But today, she has lost her voice and she can't talk. And therefore, I'll talk on her behalf. Hopefully, I'll say what she wanted to say. Now, Pamela and Edwin, I don't know whether to call him Edwin, but for us, he's Boss. Boss was born a handsome young baby, and his father, Walter Okello, named him after his father. So he never used to call him any other thing but Boss. That's how it came by that everybody called him Boss. And actually he lived up to that name in all his doing, in all his dealing with everybody from home. He assumed leadership as young as he was. And I saw that clearly when Dad died. He organized everything and organized us. As we were mourning painfully and we didn't know what to do, he just rose from nowhere and organized us. And not only organizing us, he made sure that we went through that painful moment without even realizing. He would recall almost everything that we had gone through when after burying our father, he took it upon himself to make sure that all of us were comfortable. Edwin didn't sympathize with anybody. Instead, he empathized with everybody. And you know, when you empathize, you tend to get yourself into the feet of that other person. And then you try to help that person from the point that you know the problem that he's undergoing. That is what Edwin did to us all. And I believe he did that to very many people apart from us. To his family, Nyakarungu. We've had Nyakarungu for quite some time. And we thank God for her. And he has brought Edwin 2 beautiful children. And I know that that will be a reminder to us each and every day of our loving brother. I pray, Nyakarungu, that we always be together so that we can help these young children achieve their dreams. We'll always be there for you and always be there for them. Tunyabungoma, Nyako Martin, thank you for the moments that you had with our brother. He chose you after quite some time. He has his reasons. We can't talk about it because we don't know. But we are glad and thankful that you are there. We will always try. I know we can't do much. You can't fit in his boots. But we'll always try to be there for you whenever you call for. And I know when I was growing, you would leave Migori and almost take 24 hours to Nairobi. But right now you only take about 5 hours and you're in Nairobi. Or even less if you decide to go by plane. And so I know we'll be together and together until God decides that one of us leaves this earth. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm so touched by all of you. Just to take your time to come and be with us. It is touching and it's a blessing. It's making us see Edwin on his other side, not just as a loving brother or a loving husband to them or a loving son to my mother, but somebody who was loved by very many people. I thank people from Kabwoch for making it here to be with me. I'm married in a place called Kabwoch, not very far from here, about 40 kilometers. And I thank them for having made it here. Jo Kabwoch unkanye? Kosu sea, ero urukamano kombiro. Apart from that, I also thank the church that I go to in Rongo. They knew how painful it was for me because Edwin would always come and say, Zish, I'm on my way home. Are you coming? And we would make sure that we come and we stay up to 2 in the morning, laughing, talking, and doing all those types of things that brothers and sisters do. I'll miss that. And they came to condole with me. I thank you very much. Wapi watu kutoka Riverside and Rongo? Thank you so much. Apart from that, I'm also thanking my workmates. Maybe they're not here yet, but maybe they're down there. I work with the Ministry of Agriculture in the county government of Migori, and they came so that they could condole with me. I thank them so much. That is for me. I'm sorry, my sister. I took you to be the second point. Now, for my sister, her husband is around, and I know she's glad that he has come to condole with her. And apart from that, I saw a big team from Nyalkini. Are they still around? Okay, it looks like they've left, but her colleagues from Nyalkini came to condole with her, and we are so thankful that they managed to take that time just to come and be with us. Yawa joka minwa. Wago nuero kamano. Johoma be duto mano be ochopokae nekech Pamela. Waduko nuero kamano. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to express myself. But I believe from the bottom of my heart that you can see that we are thankful and very grateful. May the Lord our God be with you wherever you will go. And I believe the same God will be with us and strengthen us as time goes by. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, my sister Essie. A long and a beautiful speech, so I will not complain. Adwa luongo mama, lakini mama aduonde gine. Akiani inyalo temi mosie. Min boss. Bende betremo matin. Ang no be akodo.
Hallelujah.
Yesu mwana gendiga yes omsai unaseza never Yesu emowacho na kama kikiluori ane maan kodi kuom duto madipi en Yesu Yesu Ruodha ini kende en momiya hawini ka ketora e wende kirito chunya e richo mimi akwede pile pile Yesu no biro rogo chunya eka no dwara kende Yesu Yesu Ruodha eni mari indikende en momiya hawini ka ketora e wende kawona yenge dalane kawona yweyo kuome kawona ng'iyo wang'e emomiya werene en Yesu Yesu Ruodha indikende emomiya hawini ka ketora e wende chieng' moro telona e pi chieng' moro telona e chandruok chieng' moro yore tek ng'ama telona nitie en Yesu Yesu Ruodha kende kende emomiya hawini ka ketora e wende
Opakuru Yesu. Chunya mo. Jo wadwa moa Nairobi manyocha waromo go. Agonu ni erokamano kaka nwachikore nubiro. Ero uru kamano ahinya. Oganda duto moiworo mondo konywa iko nyathina Nyasaye. Agonu ni erokamano. An nyinga Nagneta Achach. Edwin ni wuoda mar Nyasaye. Neke ko higa mar 40 kod 6 na dala mar Migori ka. To wadore go. Koro nyithindwa gi ne onyuol gi ka. Nwang'ere kamano chakre chieng' no. Nyaka sani kindwa gi Joyce pok opogore. Koro kanyoch gik tarik 25 Edwin nobiro. Mobiro e kanisa. Mama oluorwa ni kawuono to ok nung'eya. Wakoni ma gimiumo go dhogino. To wanyiero. To kata kogik odiochieng' machielo Jumapil to Joyce kelo wach ni nyathino tuo walamne. Nulamne Nyasaye. Koro nusiko kwa penjo Joyce. To kogik chieng' moro to apo maka nyaroda ringo biro gotieno. Ni mama wuode Joyce ma Edwin mocha tuo tho. Ne winjo ka buok mang'eny na buok. to ka piny oruno wabiro nayudo nyaminwa mang'eny wene chunya manawe kasene taneno koting'o bade nochako bedo mangima gi sano. Wasewuotho gi nyaminwa kabedo kode ka kanindo ode ka kadhi dala ng'ato chako gona sime ni kiny bi wadhi Nairobi. Ne wadhi Nairobi. Aneno Yesu Nairobi kuma nwadhiye naluor. Joyce niga gi mirima moro magoye piny motuo maket kia sukari gini. Kowagik taneno ka nyaminwa tek kata ka mondo yawuoyi obiro mogore kuome to Yesu kende monyisogi okonegi ni sa kogik tok geng' sa Edwin nyogik odhi e polo. Mana nyithindo nyakwari oa sikul oyude awe ni kor kadhi bedo malich kor kobedo maber ma kor kowo nyakwari nywa wuotho gi Yesu kwa Nairobi mwabiro ka. Koro nyaminwa Satan nyogore kuome e wuoth mar buru manwa wuotho duondi odinore. Ng'ato nyalo we ni Joyce no ywak. Joyce ok oywak kaka abedo kode nyaka sani. Koro mane kaka nyaminwa chal kuom Yesu. Aneno mako chungo msalaba. Erokamano.
Endereza Yesu, Yesu mwana gendeka, Yesu omsa saibuna siza nebasa omlokozi.
Erokamano. Koro watieko. Adwa luongo nyithind Edwin achiel mabiro wuoyo gin gi mirima ok dang' giwuo mang'eny to ubo wacho kata mana wach achiel kata umosu. Young man. Kaeto
good afternoon everyone. If anyone doesn't know me, my name is Eugene Okello. My name is Eugene Okello, the son to my late dad. There are very little words that I can say about my dad. What I can say about him, he was a loving father. He was always there for me. We used to be together most of the time. There was a time we were with him. We were going to the garage, I think. And then, so I was going to the passenger, but he told me, Jean, kuja drive, wendo na drive leo. Na saa hiyo time I was tensing, lakini he helped me through. Hata karibu nipeleke gari kwa ditch. ni haribu, but akanisaidia. He also even made me to support Arsenal. There was a time when we were watching, when Arsenal scores a goal, he would shout with him. Hadi saa zingine mama ana jam. Sema mbona mnapiga kelele, mtulie. We used to love him. I used to love him, me and Candy. He would take us where we want to go. He would provide anything we need. Sometimes we used to talk with him, sit down and talk with him. Yeah. So very few words that I can express on my dad. He was determined, hardworking, just humble. We used to make a lot of memories with him. Sometimes even ananinunulia ball. Saa zingine hata tunacheza na yeye. Saa zingine hadi natupa ball na haribu bado ananunua tu. Kikoaje. The last time I remember when I saw him, I think tulikuwa tunaenda shule. So he was leaving me to go so that I can go to school. This coach, he said, so what are you going to do in school? I told him that I'm going to read, and he said, yeah, you're going to read, you pass. He said that I should make him proud, so that by the time the results are released, I've done well. I'll be proud of me. That's the last time I saw him. And it was God's plan, and we had already seen ahead what would have happened. He would have seen me. Even I told him that I would do law, and I was very happy. He was smiling every time. I wanted him to see me graduate with a degree in law, but it was God's plan. So, to Dad, wherever you are, even if you are here or anywhere else, I'll miss you very much. Me and Khan will miss you very much, and we love you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane, for being strong. And that is the Edwin who is left behind. Candy can't speak, and I guess Eugene said everything on her behalf. Now we're going to the last stages. We're going to ask the widows to come and say something. I don't know whether Mary will start with you. I guess we go that way.
Si solo ya gidala dala mar Sayun timbe mag pegne oseina kata lwen gengang kata richo butona magawe oni Yesu msalaba etokoro koro era gimadimona donjo edala koro ere gimadige na katalwe genga kataricho budona magawe oni Yesu salaba etokoro koro ere gimadimona donjo edala koro ere gimadige na katalwe genga kataricho butona magawe oni Yesu msalaba nena chako wo madhio Sayun mondane dala Sayun.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Kwa majina ni Miriam Chebkwesi. Mimi ni shosho wa Mary Kidinda. Mary nimekaa naye Nairobi kwa haya matanga, lakini nasema tu Mungu aendelee kumpa nguvu mkaweze kubarikiwa. Karibu kwa
Thank you, Jesus. The church, friends, colleagues who are here today, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for coming to be with us. I'll speak in English because number one, I don't understand the Luo, and number two, the people here who will need to hear my message to Edwin. Now, I've had tributes. A lot has been said about this caring, loving man. And I feel it's the more reason that I actually decided to settle for him in my life, the circumstances notwithstanding, because he was a good man. But all has been said, that Edwin was a great man, a leader, a caring man, a loving brother, son. But for me, I'm just mourning a soulmate. I'm mourning a man I called my husband, a man who loved me so much. I had a short message for him, and I will read. I'm not going to read everything, because I know we are also tired. And in my village, we say we need to send off the dead quickly so that they are not left out during supper. during planning for dinner. So that is my village. So I'll be very short. Now, I am here to mourn the sweetest man I have ever encountered, full of sweet, kind, and witty words. The good man, a very good cook, a smooth dancer, and a man who understood me despite my shortcomings. I mourn a man with a kind heart, one who could not withstand seeing others hurting, one who loved all, smiled with all, mourned with all, and one who lived by and kept the greatest commandment in the Bible, and that is love. I mourn a man who was after my own heart, who defended me with all his strength, a man who loved me with all his heart, one who gave me his all best. I recall with fondness that whenever we saw a weighing scale, Edwin will always tell me, Mary, you need to weigh yourself. And I'll ask him, why? Am I fat? Then he will tell me, no, you're not fat. You're just chubby. I don't know what is the difference. But I think the two mean the same thing. And every time I stepped on the scale, he will laugh out and tell me, you need to go to the gym. But he also weighed a lot because he was a strong man. I mourn a man who is a son, a husband, a father. So for us, we were blessed of the womb, but God found it to protect them. Enjoy the love and warmth of their father. But despite that, I am not left alone. I am comforted the fact that Edwin has left two very wonderful children, Candy and Jean. I will see and I will always see him in those children. And the love I felt for him, I will always feel that love for the children. I mourn a man who never shied from holding my hands, whether in public or in private. We worked in the same office, but he never disrespected me or called me any other name in the office apart from Miss Wangele, and I will call him Mr. Okello until people got confused. I think my colleagues are here. They can attest to that. They did not know exactly what the kind of relationship that we had. For 5 years, we knew each other. We were friends, we were confidants, and colleagues. We cared for each other. We supported one another. And for me, I thought they were the best years. But until I went into the second phase, a phase where we now decided we love each other and we will have to make the hardest decision. And Edwin was a man who did not want me to go. He wanted me to be with him. He had his own reasons, but we finally succumbed to the love and we decided to be together. He told me time and again that he never feared death, but he feared the finality that comes with it. I wish things would be different, but you are gone forever, just the same way you feared the finality of death. I will never see you again, Edwin. Your untimely demise shocked me to the core. I felt weak, helpless, dumbfounded, watching you breathe your last. How do I describe the moment? My love, it was agonizing. And on 31st of December, Edwin came from home. He was so excited. I was in Bungoma. He called me. He told me, I'm going home and we will meet the following day. And when we met, he was so happy. He was bubbly. And he gave me all stories about how he had spent good time with his mother, how he had spent good time with his brother. I think the first time he went to church and entered the church, and he praised together with the congregants. And we settled and we said we now start planning for our year. But we didn't know that his year was actually coming to an end. On Friday, 22nd, he gave up in my presence and in my sister Vivian's presence. His sister Awit had just left, and we saw him, the two of us, breathe his last. We cried, we mourned, we wondered exactly what was in store for us. But thankfully, colleagues came in, friends came in, and helped us through. I will miss you, Edwin. Edwin as a colleague, I will miss his jurisprudential thinking, the ease with which he meticulously articulated issues in court. It just awed me. He was never antagonizing in court, despite the cases that he was handling. And I remember one time I was in court and the judge asked me a question that I thought I didn't have an answer to. And I quickly pushed it to Edwin, and he responded very well, and it gave me a lot of courage. Even me, I learned from him on that day on how to deal with issues, and the more reason I grew close to him. To Mom, Minawiti, as we call you, my heartbeat, always praying for me. I call you such because you call me your last born. You call me your Kitinda. You call me Nyarbongoma. I loved that name. You have lost your pillar, your love, your support. I find it hard to even mention. I wish I could tell you how hurting it is. But as at now, I can only tell the pain of losing a husband and not a son. But I will forever be here for you anytime, anything you need, Mom. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me, and I will come to you. To Eugene and Candy, your daddy has left. He cared for you. When I looked at him breathe his last, I guess you were what was on his mind. His all-time joy. Whenever he talked about you, Candy, his face just brightened up. He wanted the best for you. If your mom and I could have done anything on that particular day, then we will have done it. Your mom cried for you, but God's will prevailed. If I can be given a chance to be part of you, I will. I will support you in whichever way that I can. To my sister Vivian, we met in difficult circumstances, but the fact of the matter is, Edwin loved both of us. He cared for both of us. He never leaned on one side. He spent equal time with both of us. He ensured that both of us are settled in our homes, and I think that was an emergency for him because probably his death was coming. Many times he said, the two of you will just eat on the same table when I'm dead. Maybe that time has come. We need to sit, we need to talk, and we need to plan for the future. My dear sisters-in-law and brothers-in-law, some of whom are here, your brother loved you so dearly. No day ever went without mentioning your names. He always dreamed of a united family. Please keep his dream the rest of your life with me. I smile because I know you loved me till the day you went away, and will keep loving you, and you will also keep loving me from where you are till the day I come to join you, united in love. We shall be together. That is my message to Edwin, but I would just love to mention something. When Edwin came to Nairobi on 31st, we discussed a lot, and he told me, Mary, I went to church and I found the floor had not been done, the church in Nyamwaro. I don't know, yes. And he told me, and I have committed to tile that church. And I told him, I also went to Bungoma and I found there were no iron sheets. So he told me, why can't you buy me 5 buckets of tiles then I will buy you 10 iron sheets. I thought it was a good deal because we are always in business with him. And that was very good business. But he has left. Now he has left me with the two promises, both to the church in Nyamwaro and to the church in Bungoma. I want to commit myself today. I will wish to get the quotation for how much the tiles will cost. Kindly get in touch. I would like to pay that before, not even March, because he had promised by March. But I would like to pay that before that. Then hopefully my sisters-in-law and the church in Nyamwaro will join me to finish the church in Bungoma. That is a good deal, good business, isn't it? Sawa sawa. Thank you so much. I had actually requested my colleagues to support me in that. Some of them are still seated here. I don't know if I can be given a minute. Okay, fine. So we will communicate with the church. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming. Colleagues, you're just so wonderful, to Edwin, to me, and to all of us. I don't know how to say thank you, but may God bless you so, so much. And the people of this village, I really appreciate. I came here from a very different village, different, thinking and different. You saw my uncle speaking, and that is the thinking probably, where they come from. I no longer associate. I associate with the thinking in Migori. So, so you heard their speech, that is their speech, and my speech is from Migori and for the people of Migori. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Rest well, Edwin, till we meet again.
Say something. As she's coming, you realize that we've skipped so many people. Please bear with us. We were supposed to take the shortest time, which is not possible.
Bere piny kamarwaro joge mohiro hera majawa tera era madung wanduto wadwaro luo hera madung maruoth noweye piny.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for coming over. And I appreciate all that you've done. I'm so happy. Well, Edwin started, when Edwin was admitted, that was on 22nd, that was on Sunday. Now the next day, I used to go very early. I used to go in the morning and I leave in the night. And even on that day that Edwin passed on, I was there personally. I saw Edwin leave. And we were with Mary, I think. And the previous day, in fact, in that morning, Edwin sent me a text. He told me, Vivian, I'm not feeling well. So I had to rush. In fact, I left even Candy. She left for school. Then I left for the hospital. I used to go every day and leave in the evening. In fact, on Monday, he was admitted on Sunday. Then Monday, I had to go. It was raining. In fact, he was telling me, Vivian, see you go. It's getting late. That is that. Well, Edwin was my beloved husband. I loved him so, so, so much for those 22 years. And we were blessed with 2 children, Eugene and Candy. But maybe this is a day that God had planned. We can't do much. We can't say anything. Guys will talk. You'll talk. I know, guys, you're going to talk, but it is well. It is okay. It is okay to talk. It is okay to say anything you have in your mind. But all in all, Mama, I love you so much. Mama, I love you so much. I love you so much. And Edwin left Eugene and Candy. And you should see, whatever you say, you should know that the kids are there. Anyway, it is well. I thank you so much for coming, guys. Edwin was my beloved husband, and all was well. All was well, guys, until all was well. But I'll always cherish the moments we had with him. Edwin loved us all. In fact, he gave it all to the children and the mother. Edwin loved the mother so much that if you could say anything about the mother, you could offend him. And he loved his children. Candy was the heartbeat. And Eugene. In fact, when I was in the hospital, you could call Candy to speak with Candy. That was that. Stay well, Edwin. Go well. I don't have much to say. And I'll miss you so much. Now you've left me. You've left me with the children. I know I'll try to fit in your shoe. I don't know whether I'll do it, but I'll try. I'll try to do it. The children. Eugene wanted to be a lawyer. I'll make sure Eugene will do as you had planned for him and Candy. I'll do that for you, Edwin. I know you loved us so much. The love. I also had that love for you. You know, you took me in when I was very young, that tender age. But now, you're gone. I'm left. I'm called a widow. That is the name that now I'm holding. Go well. Go in peace. Let me lay you to rest peacefully. And may you go well, my beloved husband. Thank you, colleagues, for coming. For the financial sides, we thank you so much. I appreciate. And all the friends of Edwin, relatives, everyone who came. I thank you so much for being there for us as the family. There's this word that goes in Kijaluo. How do you call it? Mikayok? There's this word that goes in Kijaluo. Mikayok lok. So I'm the Mikai. And Mikai ka. Kiku ngia ni hivi. To kendo woke family mabende ji okgin kama. Koro when you speak, don't speak ill. Speak well. And if you love Edwin so much, the way everyone is speaking and talking, speak well of me and the children, please. That is when Edwin will rest nicely. That is all I can say. Thank you guys for coming. Wacha tumsindikishe nicely. We lay him to rest. Go well, thee, my beloved husband.
Apane wan watieko makarwa. Wagonu duto erokamano kuom biro bedo kaeni and kowadwa and being very patient. Kaeni wadwa timo gimoro kaeni kwase winjore jodolo. Wadwa dhi view the body. To ka ng'ato nigi gimoro matin bende sadaka moro nyalo keto kanyo ero. Koro wabro luwo koni. Aneno wetwa moko to setelo to waluwo koni. To nitie gimoro kanyo kaeto ineno tikalo. Wabodhi kama Sylvester. Direction kama ini. Wuok kama to dhi kama. Koro maybe wanyalo yudo wer mo matin jadolo.
Wagono erokamano ne jok mosewuoyo kendo mano biro. Wachope final stage. Wabiro view the body. Kawagolo sadaka kato watieko. No waselemo ne family. And bang'e wabiro telo kaka jodolo. Then gari matingoga the body and the family will be behind us. So let us just make a line and do it in an orderly manner. Then we'll be done in few minutes time.
Wagine waluru kama en joma dwaro to
Mabo kono wajiwo kuru machiegni. wonderful, and my song shall ever be. Oh, how marvelous, oh, how wonderful is my Savior's love for me. Is my Savior's love for me. Is my Savior's love for me. Is my Savior's love for me.
Petro na Yohana walikuwa wakikwea majira ya
Ni wanabii kolo malokam kamo selosi ni jogo maoseye omi ni wanawer wende musagi wende nyarombo haleluya amen wanabii maoselosi ni jogo maose Yesu maja wanawer wen musa iwendi nyarombo hello
Vamos,
Petro na Yohana walikuwa wakikwea majira ya saa 9 kwenda hekaluni kusali. Petro na Yohana walikuwa wakikwea majira ya saa 9 kwenda hekaluni kusali. Katika mlango uitwao Mzuri palikuwa na kiwete tangu kuzaliwa hajatembea. Katika mlango uitwao
many times we have been together, singing together, preaching together, storing together, worshiping together. But the time has come to depart away. But the time has come to live one another. We shall meet again. We shall meet again. We shall meet again if God allows us.
Pinyagonda motamo wanga, mokole moto ero mudo, nangile boto podi dhi